So I just saw It's All Good, and it was mostly good. This is the first feature-length film from a sketch comedy group known as FND Films. Now I'm someone who's been watching their YouTube channel since forever ago. Some of you may have already seen a clip from one of their super old sketches featured in my super old review for The Strangers.
Oh my god, there's a bang at the door!
And just like the quality of my content has drastically improved since then, so has that of FND Films. Now what's really special about this movie is the concept. Back in 2014 they raised funds for the film through an Indiegogo campaign, and in September of 2016 they released an update saying the movie would no longer be made.
I'm so sorry to announce that due to complications and things beyond our control, the movie can no longer be completed.
As it turns out, this was all just a clever marketing gimmick, and it's actually pretty cool how it plays into the film. A couple weeks later, they release a trailer and reveal that the plot of the film is actually about them stealing the Indiegogo campaign money.
All I'm saying is if I donated to the movie and then I saw this video, I'd be like, it's all good. Yeah!
It's a very cool way to blend reality and fiction, and I'm a big fan of films that are meta and self-referential. To put it simply, it is a fantastic concept, and from what I can tell, these guys are the first to do it.
How about that movie we never made? How about that?
No, I didn't do it! No! Hey, I mean, look at us. We are living the movie right now. We're in it!
Yep.
We are the movie!
Yep.
This is a movie!
I got it framed up.
What's that? That's the movie! Yeah.
I'm in the movie too! I'm in the movie too!
Now as for the presentation, it is not at all perfect, but I was not at all disappointed. There are parts of the film that don't work, but those are limited to mere moments rather than entire concepts. For whatever reason, most of those moments were found near the beginning of the film. Some of the jokes fell a little flat, and there seemed to be an unnecessary amount of shake in the camera. But as the film goes on, it just keeps getting better and better. There are points where I'm reminded that it's a low-budget sketch comedy film, but to my surprise, as I was watching this movie, I often forgot. Many of the scenes and concepts of the film could theoretically be individual YouTube sketches, but the reason why it works so well as a film is because they achieved something that many high-budget films often don't. The scenes in this film actually flow together. The story goes many places and never feels dull or repetitive, but it's all stitched together in a way that feels like a natural and unforced progression. That being said, the story doesn't take itself too seriously. The film clearly shows a level of self-awareness that it isn't going for hyper-realism, but most importantly, this film is actually funny. Every person I've shown has thoroughly enjoyed it, and many of them were completely unfamiliar with FND films at all. I've seen it twice, and I'm eager to see it again to show it to more people. Now, with the context of this film being made by people with an already established YouTube presence, considering films like that almost always turn out to be massively embarrassing, cringe-worthy pieces of shit, it is refreshing to be able to see a film of that category and not just be able to call it watchable, but actually good. I am also a fan of Rooster Teeth, but have not gotten around to seeing Laser Team yet, so who knows if that one's good, but I'd be very surprised if it's any worse than these. Also, in the interest of ethical disclosure, I should mention that I actually donated to this film via Indiegogo. You can see my name in the credits right there. I've also been conversing with the filmmakers and knew about the marketing gimmick before it was revealed to the public. I even tried to bait another YouTuber into reporting on the misappropriated funds, but unfortunately that was unsuccessful. However, all that I just mentioned is only because I genuinely enjoy their content. I am not making any money off of their film in any way, and if you still can't trust my opinion, then let me just say this. If all it took to get a good review out of me is being a YouTube channel that I admire and respect, then I'd be able to call Red Letter Media's Space Cop anything other than a giant steaming pile of shit. So knowing that, you should be able to trust me that I genuinely enjoyed this film. It is in no way a masterful work of cinema, and its biggest weaknesses are on the technical side, but it is a hilarious and highly enjoyable film that gave me genuine laughs even when I was watching it by myself. If you're unsure that this is something you'd enjoy, then I'd suggest checking out some of their YouTube videos. Some of them are better than others, but I'll leave links to my favorites in this video's description. If you enjoy what you see there, then you will likely thoroughly enjoy this film, as it's the best thing they've ever done. When movies made by YouTubers continue turning out to be giant pieces of shit, then the few fans that actually enjoyed the film wind up up saying something along the lines of, they weren't trying to make a movie for everyone, they were just trying to make a movie for their fans. All you're really saying is that they made a movie so bad that the only people able to enjoy it are those that would love it no matter what they made. It's All Good by FND Films had a couple references for their YouTube fans here and there, but they managed to make a movie that is enjoyable to watch regardless of whether or not you're already a fan. Like I said, not a masterpiece, but this film deserves a lot more attention than it currently has. And I'm giving this one a can't decide between a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Hey guys, just letting you know Childhood Trauma Part 2 will be out later this month. There's something within it that is taking a little bit of extra time to polish, but you'll know exactly what that is when you see it. Also, Mark's working on another Pokemon video, so stay tuned for that. And last but not least, I have VidMe pages set up for both this channel and my gaming channel. Everybody complains that YouTube doesn't have any serious competition, so I figure I might as well be cross-posting there. Anyway, stay tuned for those other videos, and I'll catch you guys later. Love you guys, goodbye.
How old was Ellen Page when this came out? Because he was probably taking little snapshots of her in the park playing as like a little baby. David Cage, we really need you here at the office for like quality control. He's like, I'm busy. Just zooms out. He's.
Oh, don't worry, I'm working on it.
I'm working on a new game. He's up in Canada somewhere, just taking photos of a little girl.